Good morning. Thanks for joining us for the News 12 FastCast. I'm Nick Proto. 7:30 here on our Monday morning. Some breaking news this morning. Pope Francis has died. The Vatican announced his passing just after 7 o'clock local time. Once the news was shared, a crowd gathered in St. Peter's Square. Pope Francis experienced many health issues in recent years, including a 5-week hospital stay in February and March with bronchitis. He was 88 years old. The next steps are to plan for his funeral in that square and choose a successor. In the meantime, the day-to-day tasks will be handled by a senior cardinal. Richmond County deputies need your help finding a missing teenager. They say 16-year-old Alton Christopher was last seen yesterday around 4 o'clock on the 1900 block of Murphy Road. Anyone with information should call the Richmond County Sheriff's Office. A safety alert for an area in Aiken today. Authorities are still searching for suspects around Mount Calvary Road after a police chase yesterday. The Sheriff's Office says there was an armed robbery at a gas station along Edgefield Highway. We've reached out for an update and we'll let you know if we get any more details. In Orangeburg County, deputies are searching for this missing endangered man. Officials say 32-year-old Zachary North was last seen Thursday on Winter Creek Road. They say North has a medical condition that causes a concern. If you have any information on where he may be, call the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office. Also in Orangeburg County, deputies are investigating 2 separate shootings that took place over the weekend. Deputies say a 20-year-old was found dead Saturday morning alongside Legendary Drive. O'Brien Grant, a student at Claflin University, was shot at least once. Deputies are asking you to call the Orangeburg County Sheriff's Office with any information. Orangeburg deputies also investigating the death of a 34-year-old. They say Samson Green was shot and killed Friday night at the Crown Inn on Bamberg Highway. Officials ask you to call with any information. We're learning more about the identity of a body found in a wooded area on McNutt Road in Augusta. Richmond County deputies say the body was identified as 32-year-old Devon Shade. They say he had been in the woods for several days at that point. Autopsy reports are still pending, so we'll keep you updated as we learn more. Richmond County deputies are more focused on keeping you safe when you're in downtown Augusta. This comes after accusing one business of operating like a nightclub instead of a restaurant. As summer gets closer, they say crowds could be a risk to your safety. The Sheriff's Office says they're doubling up on patrol as we head into the summer. While more foot traffic is welcome downtown, it's during the late hours that deputies are eyeballing that traffic. As they tell us, they have 2 deputies on foot patrolling, and they're increasing their marked and unmarked cars.
Our #1 goal is the safety of every single citizen that comes and visits Augusta, Richmond County. If they want to go downtown and enjoy the night with their family, or go to some of these events that we have downtown at the Commons and on the Riverwalk, we want them to feel safe.
They say community policing will also play a role. A man's in the hospital and 2 people are arrested after a shooting in downtown Augusta. 28-year-old Damon Cole and 27-year-old Destiny Reeves are facing aggravated assault and weapons charges. Cole is facing an additional weapons charge as well. Deputies say the shooting happened just after 2 a.m. Saturday. They found a 61-year-old man shot in the head on Broad Street. Both suspects were then arrested shortly after, and a gun was found with one of the suspects. Deputies believe the pair planned to rob the man after leading him to a parked car. They believe that's where the victim was shot. A historic hearing set today in South Carolina. Senators will hear the case to remove the state's treasurer, Curtis Loftus, after more than a decade in office. This comes after an investigation found a $1.8 billion surplus never actually existed. 2 senators will make the case for his removal. Then Loftus will be able to defend himself before every senator is allowed to ask questions.
If it turns into a circus from the Senate perspective, then it's going to be hard to get the votes necessary to get there. I fully expect the treasurer to turn it into a circus because that's what every day is.
2 of the state's key financial officers already resigned, but Loftus remains adamant he will not follow suit. 2/3 of the Senate and House will need to vote in favor to remove him. Taking a live look outside now, Riverwatch Parkway there on the right, where crews will be closing down lanes near I-20 later this morning. GDOT says this will be between Topgolf Way and the I-20 westbound off-ramp. Work is set for 9 o'clock, and they expect it to last less than a day. Plan for delays and slow down as you drive through that area. Today, Augusta Tech is holding a job fair from 3 to 6. You can find it on the first floor of the building, 1300 on the campus in Augusta. You can meet a variety of different employers there, including campus police, economic development, human resources, IT, student affairs, and remember to bring your resume with you. Starting this week, Columbia County is offering free CPR classes to the community. The goal, to share a life-saving skill and meet demand. Fire leaders found it's never been higher, that demand. 2-hour classes will show you how to do chest compressions, mouth-to-mouth, and more. It'll also offer additional training once a month throughout the year. One mother and coach said she's had to perform CPR once, and it keeps giving her reassurance she can protect people.
I guarded at a neighborhood pool outside of D.C., and we had a swimmer, a patron, that went under and was having a seizure. By the time we got him out of the pool, he was unresponsive, and I had to perform CPR until the ambulance came. Now, he was fortunate and he did make it, but it's very scary. I've been certified for many years, and you know, when I'm on the field or at the pool or around my own kids, I like knowing that if I need to, I can jump in and help and save a life.
This course isn't just for people in Columbia County. Anybody can sign up. The first class is tomorrow at the Columbia County Emergency Operations Center on Ronald Reagan Drive. It starts at 6 o'clock with a Battalion Chief Robert Rozier leading that group. You can scan the code right there on your screen to see the rest of the class schedule, including dates for those additional courses. Now, if you want an official American Heart Association certificate, you do have to pay $25 for that. You can perform CPR for 2 years. That's it for the news side of things this morning. Let's send it over now to First Alert meteorologist Tim Strong for a check at your weather.
All right, thank you, Nick. We're getting back to that same look that we just showed you about, of course, as Nick was talking about the striping of Riverwatch Parkway between that corridor right around Topgolf way up towards I-20. Well, it's kind of hidden, the sunshine. We're seeing a little bit of every so often here. We're getting kind of a mostly cloudy sky set up. The temperatures have dipped below the 60 mark, but as far as mornings go for the entire week, they'll stay anywhere between what numbers are looking like right now, upper 50s to lower 60s. Much more of a mild start, and I'd say a pretty warm finish for a lot of the days coming ahead here. By noontime, we're probably looking at getting in the 80s already, but it'll be a partly to mostly cloudy sky heading into the afternoon. Now, high temperatures are kind of still feeling a little bit summer-like, kind of early summer-like, just without the really deep humidity that will definitely come this way over the next month or so. But we're not quite at those levels yet. We certainly are, temperature-wise, keeping it very warm and looking at middle to upper 80s for the next 5 days, in fact, here. So we'll draw more of a southwest wind, so that'll help in bringing a little bit more humidity in the forecast. We will also talk about rain chances coming back in closer we get to the middle of the week. Don't be concerned too much with rain today. Heading into tomorrow morning, Tuesday, looks like between 6 and 8 o'clock. Temperatures back in the 50s and 60s. Now, there could be an isolated shower or thunderstorm beginning to show face here by tomorrow. A little bit more widespread across parts of Georgia and the Carolinas with a front that's slowly but surely working this way. So best chances are going to be around into Wednesday and Thursday. The high temperatures no cooler than about 82 at the end of the weekend. So we're going to have plenty of heat around. 60s for the mornings, that 20 to 30% chance of an isolated storm into the start of the weekend. Have a great day.